I'm very excited to talk to you about your collection. We've got a lot of bridal followers actually who need a lot of advice about engagement rings. They don't necessarily know what gifts that they should be getting their partners in the run-up to the wedding. So I'm really excited to see the collection you have today. I don't know if you guys have noted the Chanel and the Celine on the table. We'll get to all that kind of stuff later on today. So Rebecca, it might just be good actually if we just talk about Xupes, like the brand, you know, how did it get started?
Yeah, of course. So Xupes, you might all be wondering, what kind of name is that for starters? So we're a small family run business. They decided what kind of brand name is not out there at the moment. And Xupes, of course, no one has heard of or would have. And they came up with that really. So it's spelled Xupes instead, sort of Xupes, but you can say Xupes. So many people say different ways, so that's fine. But basically we're an online retailer of brand new and pre-owned luxury goods. So
amazing.
So all the sort of top brands, and we resell watches, jewellery, antiques and art, and handbags.
It would be great actually just to find out a little bit more about the engagement rings, because I know you do custom rings as well, but maybe let's talk about some of these on the table.
Course. So as I said before, we're not like your standard retailer that you'd find on the high street. A lot of our products are a lot better value than you'd find, so some of them are discontinued. They're on sale on behalf of customers, or they're sourced pre-owned, so designer pieces. So where should we start? Should we start with the diamond?
Let's start with this one. This one, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think you could be our hand model, Rebecca. This caught my eye as soon as I saw it, because look at how massive that rock is. I mean, can you imagine if that was on your finger? In fact, in context, compared to my finger, that's how big that rock is.
So that one is a 2-carat diamond. So that's quite a big central stone. And the diamonds around the outside sort of complement the setting to make the stone look even bigger, believe it or not. And then it's got a lovely pave diamond setting around the outside as well.
Gorgeous,
and I believe that's in platinum.
Amazing. And platinum is really hard wearing, isn't it?
Really hard wearing, so that's the sort of preferred metal that you would have your engagement ring made out of.
Perfect. And I'm guessing, because a lot of brides, when they come, you know, to look for their engagement rings, they don't necessarily know what to look out for, and it can be quite confusing. So I mean, it's quite nice that you have quite a varied range for you to look through, because even these ones down here are very different to this, aren't they?
Yeah. So I mean, this one is your standard round, brilliant cut diamond. So that's the one with all the lovely facets, so it makes it sparkle amazingly. And again, it's really down to size preference really, because you get a lot of brides who come in and they sort of say, we're not really sure about what size to go for. So this is just smaller than a 1-carat diamond for comparison, so you can see the size difference is quite dramatic, but still a lovely setting. It's a lot higher, so you've got that lovely V shape in there.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
So that stands quite high from your finger. Would you like to try one?
I think I would like to try one actually. That is gorgeous.
So even though it is smaller, and
it is higher than my one,
even though it is a smaller diamond, it still looks very sparkly and
it's very elegant. I absolutely love the way it sits. It's very elegant. I like the way it's actually cut as well, and the sparkle on that it's
phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
So that is probably more of a classic engagement ring setting, and it almost doesn't take away from the diamond as well.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's so hard, and I bet it will be hard to see on film, but actually in the flesh, that's sparkling so much. It's absolutely beautiful. I actually really like the look of this ring. I kind of feel like this is, you get 2 rings in one, 2 diamonds
because
in
of the 2 diamonds. So this is a 1950s engagement ring, so very vintage, as you can probably tell. less modern, as a lot of the more modern rings don't come in gold and platinum. It's more platinum preferred at the moment, but that's not to say the trend won't go the other way. But yes, so this is a twin diamond ring, and they're sort of interwoven, which is almost like symbolic of the two partners getting married,
that's
which
lovely.
is quite sweet.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
And it's got really little hearts going around the side.
Yes, I can see that. Yeah.
So it's very pretty.
That seems quite personalised. Is that one of the pre-owned collection? Or?
Yeah, so that's again a pre-owned ring, and that's on sale.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's it probably was designed by the person who
proposed. Yeah, that's really lovely.
It's got a nice piece of history behind it.
Yeah. So hopefully whoever gets this ring, I guess, will hopefully have that love going into their next relationship.
Exactly.
Lovely. And then we've got a selection of earrings.
We have.
So I'm really intrigued by this one here, because I love pearls, and I quite like the fact they've got the flower petals going around them.
Yes. So these ones are a designer called Picciotti.
Okay.
And they are very statement earrings, as you can see, but they are real pave diamonds.
Okay.
With a big Tahitian pearl in the middle.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's for those kind of people who like that statement look.
Yeah.
Maybe if you've got your hair back on your wedding day, something quite simple, quite chic, and then you want your earrings to pop. So I would suggest something like this.
Like that,
maybe with a really simple gown.
Yeah.
Would look lovely.
Because it actually looks big in your hands, but actually I guess if you did have your hair up and you just kind of kept everything simple, this would be quite beautiful to have next to you.
They're not actually that big, but they look really, really beautiful.
Yeah. I love the way they glisten. That's really lovely. That's very different. And I quite like the fact that you do have a lot of very unique pieces on the site. That's definitely one of my favourite unique pieces on the site. And then I love these earrings. I mean, what are these called? What sort of style is this?
Again, they're quite similar to Xupes, but they're lovely the way they sit. Again, very elegant and quite a statement, but they're sort of set with baguette diamonds around the middle and then pave around the outside. But the way they sit on the ear is beautiful because they're sort of a curved design, but again, very chic and elegant.
Yeah, I really like those. I think that's more if you wanted to be a little bit safe, and if you were like, you know what, this is my style, then you'd go for these ones, and you'd be bold and you'd be elegant on your wedding day.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's definitely what I think. They're sapphires. I love sapphires. So yes, let's discuss the engagement ring over here.
Okay. So as we all know, Kate Middleton brought the sapphire.
She brought it back,
following Diana, of course.
And Diana's so famous for the sapphire. I mean, as soon as I saw that ring, I was like, oh, Princess Diana. And she's the nation's princess still. So yeah, the sapphire, we welcome back with open arms.
Exactly. And it almost reminds me a little bit of Titanic as well, because it's heart of the ocean. Because you've got your heart sapphire in the middle.
Oh,
so that's shaped like a heart. And then around the outside, you've got pave diamonds.
It's a double band, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
So it's lovely.
Very elegant.
It's very, very
I might try that one on as well, actually.
Do you want it on?
Could be my hand model.
Oh,
I think my fingers might be a little bit too big, but I can try and get it on that one for you to see. That's absolutely stunning.
So that one is one of our custom-made pieces. So
okay.
Although we have our in-stock items, we also sort of make items on behalf of customers. So
amazing. So is that if someone comes in and says, I have a design in mind, could you talk me through it, and they can have that made by you?
Completely. So sometimes it's the bride who comes in and says, I know exactly what I want. They've seen a ring that they've tried on that they love. Or it's the groom and the bride has no idea.
Yeah, what a lovely surprise.
Yeah, it could be a nice gift from the groom as well, giving an engagement ring itself and designing it as well, so it's really personal and lovely.
That's amazing. And I'm guessing with the custom rings, do you have to have a certain amount of time? Like, does someone need to...
It's not actually that long, believe it or not. So we normally say 6 weeks to give us a bit of cushion period, but 4 weeks at a push. So quite quick, actually.
Amazing. And what about if there are, because obviously we do have a lot of men that don't necessarily know the style of ring that their partner wants, or they don't know where to start. I mean, do they come with an idea? Do you help them develop the idea? Or?
Yeah, so sometimes they're completely open to ideas, at which point we've got this in-stock stuff, or we can say, oh, do you like this idea, or whether you're after a solitaire or something with a coloured stone, and then sort of go from there. And they can either progress the design themselves, or we have people inside who can help.
Amazing. these the matching earrings?
Yes, so they're very similar, not heart-shaped. We've got more oval-shaped on these two.
Yeah.
But again, very, very Kate Middleton.
They are lovely.
Very, very, very beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
And they're drop earrings, so they dangle a bit, which is lovely. But 2 oval cut.
This is like classic princess look, isn't it?
Very.
I really like that.
But really, really lovely deep blue sapphires. And gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So nice setting. So if you want the engagement ring and then the earrings to match as a gift later on.
Yeah, you can do that.
Nice idea.
And then you've got ruby. Ruby is actually my birthstone, so it's a personal favourite for me.
Yes, so
That's
rubies
stunning.
are lovely.
Wow, I love that.
And that's your sort of classic floral shape, set in platinum as well.
Wow, that's
So I'll just
amazing.
try that
Yes, oh definitely. That one looks a bit bigger, so I'm sure that will fit me. That is stunning. I think I'm in love with this one. Absolutely
really
love a
beautiful.
ruby. Oh wow. I love the way that glistens. I think actually having the ruby with the diamond together is amazing.
Sets it off, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it really sets it off. I really like that. Really lovely. Actually feel the weight of that. as
I
well.
know it's quite a solid ring.
Very solid.
And I don't. That's one of the settings that you're guaranteed not to lose any diamonds
Oh
or
my
anything
gosh.
from it.
Yeah, I mean you can see it's the clasp.
Yeah, there's a lot of clasps around
The
that
clasp is
stone,
amazing.
so
I love this.
it's a very, very practical ring.
Very nice. And then we have our final piece at the end,
Yeah,
which
an emerald.
the emerald looks stunning.
So
from
this one is an emerald cut emerald. So lovely, lovely. And then you've got your triangle diamonds.
Yeah,
really,
the triangle diamonds are really nice actually, yeah.
really, really beautiful. And this one's set in yellow gold.
Yeah.
So we often say that emeralds look really, really beautiful with the gold.
With the gold, yeah.
But they do set them in platinum as well, so it's up to you.
That's really lovely, I really like that. And then I guess, so we don't leave the men out, but obviously, so I know that watches are a big thing at the moment for a wedding gift.
Yeah.
So a lot of brides tend to actually gift their husband-to-be with a watch, you know, for his wedding gift. And obviously, you know, men like expensive watches, and that's a known fact. But women actually also like expensive watches, and that's becoming quite a big thing as well for women to receive a really nice watch from their husband. So we'll definitely come on to these watches and talk about the style, and you can tell me, I don't know, what am I missing out on about these watches?
So I think with men anyway, a watch is pretty much the only piece of jewellery they ever get other than their wedding ring.
Yeah.
So it's almost like an expression of who they are.
Yeah.
So it's fair that they get their little bit and we get our diamonds. So it's
Exactly.
fine. So I've just got a little selection. So again, the watches is mostly pre-owned that we do, and we have a watchmaker who refurbs everything up to brand new.
Amazing.
So all of the watches, we always say pre-owned, it's a bit like buying a car. So when you buy a car brand new, you drive it down the road and 5 minutes later it's worth about 50%.
Yeah, exactly.
50-60% less. So watches are the same, and once they hit that pre-owned value, it's much more of an investment. So it'll hold its value a lot better. Similar with jewellery.
So it makes sense to go for a pre-owned as opposed to
100%.
spending all your money on a brand new.
Yeah, definitely.
losing its
If you're
value
going
very
to an
quickly.
authorised dealer who kind of gives all warranties and guarantees with their watches that they sell, then yeah, you've got to be careful getting fakes and things. But as long as you're going to someone that
A
offers all of
reputable
that.
company. Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing. Okay.
So I've got a little selection of some of the brands that we do. So probably starting with the Rolex, which is the most famous.
Wow.
So this is the Rolex Submariner, so one of the most popular men's watches. This one is classic, black bezel, but it's DLC coated, that's why it's all black. So there is steel under there somewhere.
Yeah.
But very hard wearing. And one of the first sort of diving watches that Rolex do. So
I mean, you must keep them in immaculate condition because this looks brand new.
yeah,
This looks like this has just come off the showroom. So
yeah. So that's the thing that we pride ourselves on.
it's absolutely stunning. I really like this.
It's lovely.
This is kept
Very
in
classic.
very nice condition.
This one's an IWC, so these guys have come into the watch world by storm, really, and they're very, very popular choice for men. So it's sort of the Portuguese style watch, very, very classic, nice sort of thin.
Is that leather on the
Yes,
bands,
lovely leather strap. and very affordable. So it's very, very nice and got lovely automatic move inside.
Oh, okay. I like that one.
Yeah, again, quite
I
classic.
really like the watch face as well. That's like a navy blue, isn't it, from here? I think.
Yeah, so it's got like that navy gleam on it, but it's really...
I do like that. It's a black and navy, that's really lovely.
Yeah, it's a nice one. And then I'll skip the ladies for now. And then this is sort of your higher price range, but I thought I'd show you one anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is in rose gold, which has become really popular.
Rose gold is really, really popular.
Really popular. And it's an Audemars Piguet, and it's a royal oak.
Oh.
So very heavy, but amazing movement inside there. But a very generous wedding gift as well.
This is stunning. I really like this. Actually, the style, even at the back of the watch, my goodness, look at that. I don't know, we'll get you a close bit later, but this watch is immaculate.
It's got
I
an
love the
incredible
watch
movement
face.
in there. You've got a sort of sneaky peek into what's inside as well from the front, which is lovely.
That's lovely. I think a lot of thought's gone into this design. I really like that.
Very
It's
popular
different.
among celebrities as well.
If I was a celebrity, this would be my favourite. And this would be what I would pick up. I do love this style. Gorgeous.
And then for the ladies out there, I've picked sort of the classic Rolex Date Just.
That's lovely.
This is the slightly larger size, sort of 36 millimetres,
Wow.
but it's got the lovely custom
Diamonds all
diamond
around.
bezel, and diamond markers on the dial as well, and they're sort of silver dial.
This is gorgeous. I mean, we do love diamonds, don't we? So, of course, why wouldn't we get the Rolex with diamonds all over it? Now, the bit I've been waiting for, I cannot wait to start talking about some of these handbags, purely because every girl loves Chanel.
That's very true.
And I feel like with Xupes, Chanel is more in reach for a lot of brides. I mean, when I looked at the bags when I came in, I just literally felt like I wish I'd come here with my hen do and just with my bridesmaids and just had a look at some of these bags, because this is amazing. The Chanels, I mean, look at the baby Chanel, the big Chanel, and we've got Celine at the back. So I'm really excited for this segment. So, I mean, I'm guessing, do you find that brides are buying this for themselves as their own bridal gift, or are you finding that it's more so after you've got married or someone's given you this as a gift?
Yeah, so a multitude of reasons really. So it could be a well-deserved gift for the bride after she's organised everything.
It can be quite stressful,
or it could be a lovely gift from the groom, very personal. Depends really on the bride, because you get a lot of women who do love handbags. It depends if they're lovers of watches or handbags. It really depends. Or even on diamonds, because then you get earrings. Or all three would be lovely as well. But yes, so all of these, believe it or not, are pre-owned. This one here in particular is in immaculate condition.
It is.
And just in this lovely burgundy red. But the classic Chanel flat bag.
It's so classic. It's stunning. Like from here, I'm in love.
And then these two are slightly more vintage looking, but again beautiful.
Well maintained.
Yes.
Very well
and
maintained.
in the more classic black with the gold hardware. And then this is the jumbo, which is slightly bigger, so you get more bag for your money.
Wow,
So more, if you carry lots of things around, this might be more sort of suitable for you. But again, it really depends on what bag you're after.
Lovely. I do love that. That's gorgeous.
And then we've got the lovely Celine at the back.
Oh my goodness, I mean, this is such a fresh colour.
It is. So Celine do these lovely statement bold colours, which they are very, very durable and lovely. This one, in fact, is called chartreuse, I'm told.
Interesting name.
And it looks sort of limey yellow.
Yeah, it's like a posh citrus.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes,
You know,
very posh citrus.
I do love that.
And the lovely black trim is really, really lovely. It really sets it off.
I personally love the idea of pre-owned, especially because there are quite a few brands that I guess are trying to encourage the use of like renting designer handbags. But I suppose when you think about it, the money that you're spending renting, you could just have a pre-owned bag and it's your own, you don't have to give it back. And I think the other thing I like is, so some people are really, really desperate to, I guess, have the Chanels and the Celines, and they'll go to other sites, won't mention any names, but sites where you can bid for items, basically. And I guess when you have a large site such as that, it's hard to kind of tell how genuine the item is, because anyone can sell on these sites. So
Exactly.
you know, and nowadays, like, you know, people can make genuine, you know, they can make items look like it's a genuine model.
Completely.
So that is a risk, where I guess if you can come to someone who's credible in the business and actually see the bags for yourself,
Yeah.
see the stitching, find out a little bit about where the bags come from, at least you know you're making an investment in a real product.
Yeah, exactly. So all of our specialists sort of certify that everything is 100% real and authentic, and from the brands that we say they are from.
Yeah.
So there isn't any issue there, but there are some amazing fakes out there, so you have to be really careful.
You have to be so careful.
You do, yeah, especially when investing money like that in a bag. But when you're sort of renting bags, as I say, because they're pre-owned, they're a lot better value. So when you're considering that, you might actually be able to afford to buy one instead of rent. So why not do that?
I would say so. I've had an amazing time at Xupes, so thank you so much for actually inviting me here and getting me involved.
Thank you for coming in.
I'm still in love with all of the engagement rings and the earrings, and I love the idea of actually getting a watch for a gift for your husband-to-be or for your bride-to-be. I think that's definitely going to be something that's going to get more and more popular over the next, I guess, few years. It's quite a classic sort of idea, so I do really like that. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for coming in.